Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And today we'll be doing a review for X-Men versus the Sentinel. So with the hype of the expansion coming out next week, I thought it'd be fun to review this set. And this was the second ever X-Men set ever made, and pretty much one of the only sets we've ever gotten. And it released all the way back in 2014, so over 10 years ago now. And I've had this set since release, so it is a little bit weathered now, and a little bit dusty in those places that you can't clean. But it's still a really great set that I thought would be really fun to review. So it contains 336 pieces, and retail for £44.99 or $49.99. We get 4 minifigures and 2 builds, one being of course the X-Jet and the other being the Sentinel. So let's begin this review by taking a look at the minifigures. We get the leader of the X-Men himself, Cyclops, and this was the first Cyclops minifigure ever made, and the only one that we had for about 9 years. And I do believe he's based on the Uncanny X-Men design. It's been a while since I've read the comics, so he doesn't have his hair sticking through. And he has a really nice face print, but a very basic torso print. And because of the design, the minifigure isn't too interesting, but I still quite like it because I really like Cyclops, and it's always fun to have a different variation. And up next we get Wolverine in his brown and orange costume. This is my personal favourite look for Wolverine. I love the brown and yellow or the brown and orange look for him. So he has a really great torso print and some nice back printing there. And this was the first time we ever saw this cowl piece used. So even though we've seen it a lot now, I think back in the day it was really cool, and I was so excited to get it when I was a kid. So it's a really great cowl mold, and I believe this is exclusive as it's in this orangey colour rather than in the yellow. And you just get 2 faces, one for the white eyes and one for just a normal Logan face where you can put the hairpiece on. And this is a really great face print, and I love the old hairstyle for him. And of course he also comes with his iconic claws. So it's a really great minifigure, and probably my second favourite Wolverine minifigure. I love the brown and orange costume, and I'm hoping we see this minifigure remade one day. And up next we get our first ever Storm minifigure. And this is still by far and away my favourite Storm ever made. I love Storm and her black outfit, it's my personal favourite. And I love the torso print as well as the leg printing. And she also has a really great face print. And she does have a second face when she's summoning her lightning, which is another great print. She also comes with a really great cape piece. So yeah, she's a really great minifigure and probably one of my favourite X-Men minifigures, including all the new ones. And just like Wolverine, I do hope we see Storm back in this outfit again at some point. And finally we have Magneto, who has pretty much a fully dark purple costume, and honestly I think it looks really great. It's a really cool design and I love the torso print. And he also comes with a red cape. Now he does use the same face print as the original one, which I believe is Gandalf's face, but this one does come with a hairpiece which I think actually works really well for Magneto. I think he looks really cool when he's just holding his helmet there, but of course you can also put the helmet on, and he's a really great looking minifigure. It's really nice printing and it's a really cool design for Magneto. But that is it for the minifigures. Let's take a look at the set itself, starting off with the Sentinel. So I remember in my head when I was a kid this was a lot cooler, but looking back it's a pretty awful design. So I really like the face print that he has here, as well as the sticker on the torso, they look nice. But yeah, the body is definitely lackluster. It's very skinny and thin and not that tall, as we can see here next to Wolverine. He does have decent articulation where he can rotate his legs and his knees, as well as his arms and his elbows, as well as his fingers can move as well. And on the back, you just have a set of thick-fire missiles which can come up. But yeah, it's a very lackluster Sentinel, and the new one is a massive improvement. But for the price of the set and the pieces they had available in it, it's not a bad job. And finally, let's take a look at the X-Jet itself. And it's honestly a really solid build. So kind of similar to the new one, there isn't actually that many pieces because it uses these big wing molds. But it's a really good size. So let's take a look at the front here. You have a sticker on the front there with the X-Men symbol. Now you can of course open this up and place 2 minifigures in there, so that's pretty cool. I think my only issue with the build is probably the front here. I don't like the snub-nosed look of the plane, and I do much prefer kind of the pointy end of the newer one. But looking at the side here, it's a really great shape, but the best part is definitely the wing design here. It's a really fun build and definitely adds some size to it. As well as the engines also look really great. And on play features here, we get a set of thick-fire missiles on both sides. Unfortunately, one of the sides I've lost the blue tip. And it also opens up at the middle here for 2 extra seating, and it has a Sentinel sticker there. So for the price and for the build, it's actually really impressive that you can actually get 4 minifigures in there. And it also has one last play feature at the back here. You can lift up this piece and reveal a set of spring fire missiles, and they fire pretty quickly, so be careful with them. But overall, it's a really great build, especially the back part with the wings and the engines there. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the front, because I do think overall I prefer the design of the new one, but obviously that one is incredibly expensive, and this one was much better value for money. Right, that'll do it for the X-Men versus the Sentinel. This was a really great set. You got 4 amazing minifigures. I think to this day, this is still the best Storm we've ever gotten and one of my favourite X-Men minifigures. As well as the Wolverine is great in his classic brown and orange costume, and it was the first time they ever used his cowl mold. And the X-Jet is a great build and looks really cool. My only issue is probably the front of it. So I do prefer the new one in design, but this one was a much better value for money. Definitely the worst thing about this set is the Sentinel build. But it's kind of impressive that they even managed to do one for only 336 pieces to get the X-Jet as well as a small Sentinel. But yeah, overall this is a really great set. So I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. But that will do it for the end of the review. Let me know what you think of this set. Do you like this set? Do you own this set? And are you looking to buy this set? But as always, I hope you enjoyed the video and you have an amazing day and an amazing week. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.